What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And man, you're going to want to buckle up for this one because this one's absolutely crazy. We're, of course, going to be talking about the woman that tried to sneak through airport security, no joke, with a metal butt plug filled with her ex-boyfriend's ashes up her ass, man. Like, I just don't understand how anyone could think this is a good idea, but I guess this young woman did, and we're going to talk about that story today. But before we do, leave a like rating on the video, subscribe to the channel for more commentaries just like this, and yeah, guys, honestly, let's just jump right into it. The article starts by saying a woman was stopped by airport security because she was carrying her boyfriend's ashes in a sex toy that was, quote, his favorite place. Sarah Button, 23, has gone viral on TikTok for wearing a metal butt plug with Forever engraved on it through an airport in Australia. While going through customs, the law student wore the toy as a way of traveling with her late partner. She hoped to show him the world. Button, from Australia, was bought the toy as a gag gift by her boyfriend, which raised a fair few eyebrows from airport staff. Sarah told Need to Know Online, "We were initially concerned about getting it through in my carry-on, so I just left it in with hopes to avoid explanations. I would pack him in the checked luggage if I were to take the urn overseas with me. I didn't make the sensor beep or anything, and the friend I was with was aware as well. The plug was gifted to me before the passing of an ex-boyfriend I had as a teenager. The intention was initially a joke because he'd spent so much time in there and it was his favorite place." Holy shit, we have a lot to break down here. So I could literally write you an entire fucking novella of things that I find very odd or questionable about this specific story. So first thing I want to talk about is you have to understand this girl that is going through security. She's I guess going to school to be a lawyer. So she's by no means an idiot, right? And she's basically telling these people that, oh, I figured, I put it in my fucking carry-on and it's just going to beep, right? So obviously, how do we avoid this problem? Oh, we fucking stick it up my ass, because clearly when I walk through the metal detector, it's not going to do the same exact goddamn thing. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure they use things similar to x-rays, so they can literally see that there's some sort of object shoved up your ass. Not to mention that shoving stuff up an ass is if prison's taught me anything, I'm not saying I've been to prison, but you know what I mean. Smuggling things up your ass is literally a technique that people do to sneak things in that they shouldn't have. So this is causing all sorts of alarm bells to go off in the heads of these airport personnel. And that is just super dangerous. You could really get into some trouble, physically and with the law doing something like this. This is no joke. I think it's just so funny how she thought that there was going to be no need for an explanation doing something like this. She wasn't sneaking a metal object that could be seen as a potential threat in a place where people literally hide potential threats all the time. Again, we are talking about an airport, man. That is just absolutely crazy. The nuts that people have is crazy. You would not catch me in a million fucking years trying something like this. Because I guess the girl is saying oh, haha, it was just meant to be a joke. Joking is not for the airport, man. That's the last place in the world you want to be causing trouble and pulling some sort of practical joke, bro. That's the last place on earth you want to do that. And I full-heartedly agree that that's a terrible idea. Airports stress me the fuck out, man. There's not a chance I would be doing this. But this girl is just so stupid. For being a law student, I cannot believe that she thought for a second this would work. Goes on to say, though, she wrote in the TikTok video uploaded September 9th, seeing if the plug emoji I wear carrying his ashes will get through airport security, adding, "He's still here. It's romantic," she captioned the video seen by more than 5 million people. Sarah didn't have too much luck when she visited Abu Dhabi Airport in the United Arab Emirates in 2019, only to end up, quote, banned from the Gulf. I explained what it was, but there was a lady worker in earshot of that conversation, which led to some back and forth between us and the male officials. Did not like the vulgarity I was using to explain, she said. They took me and my friend aside without much explanation. Sarah claimed her passport and mobile phone were taken away, forcing her to call her dad to ring the Australian embassy in Abu Dhabi for help. The mind-blowing thing to me too is that she uploads this video to TikTok, right? 5 million people see it, and in the video she's like, oh, he's still here and it's romantic, like she's so quirky or something. But like, you have to understand, we're talking about you shoving something up your asshole. Like, yeah, nothing quite screams romantic like shoving a butt plug full of your ex-lover's ashes up your ass. Like, man, I'm telling you what, boys, chivalry really is dead, because, I'm not out here, demonstrating this high caliber level of affection, towards these individuals. And I guess that's why I got no bitches, man, because, I'm not demonstrating what it truly means to be chivalrous and to be romantic, man. But like, I don't understand. And she's like talking to these people too, telling them like, oh, it's his favorite place and stuff like that. Like, that shit is just so crazy. People do not care about their digital footprint at all. And I just cannot understand the mentality. I do want to, give my condolences to the family, though. RIP to the boyfriend. I will say, like, good job on him, because, even from the grave, he's hitting it from the back. And I mean, that just deserves a round of applause in itself. Like, honestly, clap it up for my dude. Even in the afterlife, he is putting his plumbing degree to work by laying pipe eternally. And that's just like so commendable. But like, in all seriousness though, like, speaking of the family, did the family have a say in this, bro? Like, I'm telling you what, like, I feel like if I was dating a girl, right, and I like tragically passed away, I think my parents would want to have a say whether or not my ashes go in a butt plug for this bitch. Like, I don't understand. Like, my parents would never in a million years allow for that. So where the fuck are dude's parents throughout all this? Like, that is wild. Like, mother and father of the year, 100%, man. Like, that is just so crazy. Like, are they unaware of this? They have to be aware of this, again, because the video garnered like 5 million views on TikTok. The parents of this deceased young man have to know about this and what's going on. And I guess they're okay with it, which is just, that's mind-blowing, man. But again, RIP to the young man, because I feel like, if we had gone to high school together, I feel like we would have really hit it off. I can almost picture it in my head now. You're just sitting in class one day, the teacher's asking you on the first day of school, what's the best place you've ever visited? And, this guy obviously responds, oh, my girlfriend's asshole. And then the whole class starts laughing, myself included. And then from there, an everlasting friendship is formed. But yeah, I just like to kind of give some of my closing remarks, before we close off the video. I just, again, can't believe the fact that this bitch that did this, she is a law student. So obviously, again, she's not stupid, but she went ahead and actually thought this would work. And I can't believe she posted it to the internet for all these people to see, man. Like, that is just so crazy. I also think it's interesting, to think about the fact that she's like tried this before in Abu Dhabi or something, and it didn't pan out the way she thought. And yet she went about and tried it again, in Australia. I don't know, man. It's just like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I guess. But like, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like rating, subscribe to the channel for more commentaries just like this. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this incident. And of course, I will respond to those comments. And until next time, guys, this is Runter, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.